All right, welcome back to my Solana family. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for showing so much support on a day-to-day basis, and of course, as you guys know, I did take almost a month break, and the comments that I received were absolutely amazing and overwhelming with the amount of support that you guys show me. So, really appreciate it as always. Thank you. But let's take a look at what's happening for Solana today. Our day-to-day analysis, and I know a lot of people enjoy this, so that's the reason why I bring this for you guys. So continue smashing that like button and commenting down below. It goes a long way. But if we're looking at the overall markets today, the market is seeing a little bit of a cool off. And the reason as to why this is happening is because of Bitcoin. But let's take a further look at Solana. Solana is down about 1.8%, and what I want you guys to be looking at is some of these other coins: Render, Gala, TIA, Beam, WLD, WIF. Obviously, some of these coins that I have just mentioned, in terms of the market cap, there's much lower than Solana. But, Solana is holding better than a lot of these meme coins, as well as some of these big projects. You can see down only about 1.8%. And a lot of people have already forgotten as to how good Solana has performed. And that's what's funny to me. The amount of FUD I've been seeing on crypto Twitter right now regarding Solana is just insane. What I want you guys to not forget is Solana is up 600%, and we're talking about one of the biggest assets in the crypto space. And not just the price itself, its ecosystem, the amount of expansion and the amount of eyes and the amount of people that have migrated from other chains to Solana is at a record number that we have not even seen at the previous cycle's top. And that's what excites me about Sol. Of course, there's a lot of risk factors in every single thing. Every project you invest in, there are risk factors, and this is where your due diligence comes into play. But let's take a look at what's happening with Solana today as far as its price is concerned, and I'm going to talk about some of the news. So, looking at the price, $143.56, down 1.9% as mentioned in USD comparative. We're also down about 1.8% in Bitcoin comparative. Market cap $64.4 billion with the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at $2.3 billion. Not bad. So, overall, compared to our yesterday's update, not much has changed. But before we get started, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So I want you guys to take a look at this. If you guys did take part of this poll, thank you. If not, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on so you don't miss any of these polls, because these are very exciting. So you can see, I asked the community, which is you guys, the question was almost halfway through May, which coin will be the top performer at the end of this month? And you can pretty much see this for yourself. Solana came at the top at 37%, and Pepe just behind that at 35%. So, this just shows you the interest there is for Sol right now. And I think the next leg up, when it starts, that's where we are going to start hitting, the 23.6 fib zone, where, the all-time high levels really are. So that's something I'm very excited about. But let's continue to take a look at what's happening. So we're going to run through some of the news, and then we will look at the charts. So shout out to Solana Floor. If you have not, follow them on Twitter, I would strongly encourage you to do so at Solana Floor on Twitter. So it says, breaking: Solana continues to dominate all chains in daily NFT blockchain user adoption. And again, are we surprised? Absolutely not. I myself have added some Solana, NFTs into my portfolio over the past 1 month. Believe it or not, we have seen the overall Solana, meme coin market as well as the NFT market have taken a hit. And there were some of the NFTs that I was eyeing, and I did get a chance to accumulate 2 or 3 NFTs, and I have officially added them into my portfolio, and I'm super happy with those purchases. But let's continue. You can see this for yourself. Solana generated more total economic value than Ethereum in a single day for the first time in history on May 12th. Blockwork Research. Absolutely amazing stuff. And this is huge. Drift protocol. if you were one of the people that was farming, and again, as we know, Solana, there's a lot of farming happening right now. That's what it's hot for. A lot of people have earned a huge amounts off of these airdrops. So what I would strongly encourage you is, if you did use Drift protocol and your main focus, of course, was to farm, very confident you are probably eligible for something. But of course, you go ahead and check that. Make sure you do go at Drift protocol, not any other scams, because the amount of scams there probably are right now is probably at an all-time high. And even there's so many people that are posing as me. So let me just tell you something clearly. I will never ask you guys to call me, WhatsApp me, none of that crap will come out of me. Only way, if you want to reach out to me, there's only one way to reach out to me, and that's through email, and that can be found in the link in the description box below. Anywhere else, if someone's messaging you saying it's crypto ZX, send them money, this and that, it's all BS. Just stay completely away and block them and report them. So yeah, I would strongly encourage you guys to go take a look if you're eligible, because you can see airdrop and the token will go live on 16th May, and Coinbase has already announced that they will be listing it. So that is obviously very exciting. And last but not least, a digital asset investment product saw 5.9 million inflows last week for Solana itself. Absolutely amazing. And look at this. Meanwhile, Ethereum experienced an outflow of $14 million. Do whatever you want with this number, but I'm just going to leave it there, honestly. But let's continue to take a look at what's happening. So as far as Solana price goes, you're looking at obviously the weekly time frame. I'm going to switch to the hourly because I was doing my update on Internet Computer just before this. So that's the reason as to why these, it was on the weekly chart. But anyhow, if you're looking at this, we're still having a little bit of a hard time breaking out of this key resistance. So surprisingly, we did see the price of Sol try to retest this key resistance at $150. We did get past that just for a few hours, but of course, our good old friend Bitcoin did see a little bit of a fake out, which has impacted Sol. So we are seeing a little bit of a minor pullback, but we're in the 0.50 fib zone. That's what I want you guys to be taking a look at. The big move that a lot of people are waiting, it is going to come sooner rather than later. I'm very confident about that, unless we hear some crazy news about Bitcoin that impacts the entire market. But it's very exciting stuff. And of course, if there's another huge conjunction on the Solana blockchain, which we did see last month, and there were some bearish common sentiment coming through, that's a risk factor at the end of the day. And there's a lot happening for Solana on the back end. There's a lot of things that are coming. If you obviously invest in Solana, I'm assuming all this stuff, because we're only going through the price and just some of the news. But there's a lot happening, and I think that is going to get solved in the future. But of course, as of now, that is a risk, and that's what you need to be aware of. And if you are not willing to take that risk, you don't like when there's the blockage for the Solana blockchain, then guess what? That's something for you to decide, not for me to decide for you. You're going to be deciding all that stuff. I'm not the one pushing the buy button for you. You do your due diligence and research at the end of the day. But I'm loving what I'm seeing here. This is a beautiful pullback, which was very much needed. And we did see the price of Sol. The importance. A lot of people don't understand this. We saw Solana making its way up to the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level in March. That's huge, guys. A lot of people don't understand this. That is massive. Solana has changed a lot of people's lives, believe it or not. And I think the next leg up, we will push back above the $217. It's just a matter of when, it's not a matter of if, in my opinion. Again, at the end of the day, that's my own personal opinion. Only time is going to tell, but do let me know down below what you guys personally think. Obviously, we do need to be above this key resistance at $150 price point, but one step at a time. We do need to keep Bitcoin into consideration. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.